Hi, I'm a second guy, the developer of BulbNRun, a platformer where light doesn't behave like you would expect. This devlog, I have very cool new things to show you. The first thing is the new story mode, and this looks nice, I think. And I'm a bit proud of myself how this looks and how it works. It reads this file and then it spawns this node, spawns it, places it at this position. It sets the button to journey begins, as you can see, and if you click the button it loads intro.level, and it also has 0 coins. I could have also loaded this file and counted the coins, but it was easier to just write it in here. And then if it spawned it, it looks at your save file, and if you completed the level, it spawns all the connections of this node, which are 1 and 6 in this case. Connection 1 is the classic level at this position with 5 coins, and so on and so on. And also there is this obligatory new level. Those nodes themselves are just UI nodes and a small script that loads the information and then it sets the text and the icon and this sprite that also indicates if the level was completed or not. And also the icon changes. It becomes gray if you haven't done the level yet. And if I had the time and motivation to make a icon for every level, I could. Also new in preparation for the next update are the batteries. And lamps now use them. This one already has one. As you can hear also, there are walk sounds and jump sounds. Also the music you've been hearing in the background is less ear-rapey, I think is the right word. Also, if you die, you leave behind your body, because that's what bodies do, being left behind. Also, you can change the radius of the torchlight now. And there are signs. You can write now. Also supports BB code. So you can use color, different fonts, you can underline. Basically everything the BB code does. So how do you do that? You use this edit button and click on the thing you want to edit. There. You change the range of a torch, or you can change what is written on a sign, or change its skin. At the moment there is only one skin, but I'll make new ones later. And this also works pretty nicely in code. Let's take this goal for example. When you click on it, the editor says this settings pop up to edit this object. Now the pop-up calls this function to get all the settings. For example here, the setting checkbox with the name has bulb and the value of this. Then another checkbox for has battery, because they need batteries now. And also the value of if it has one. And then a number which is called range, and the value it is on is light range, and the minimum is 3 and the maximum is 15. Then when we look at the settings dialog, it iterates over all of those and loads from this edits, the one I specified in here. If it isn't possible, it loads an error, then it puts it in an array, so later I can get the data back. And it calls setup on it with the settings array, which is this. Let's look at the checkbox. You can see the setup says the text should be setting 1, which is the title, and pressed should be setting 2, which is the standard value. Then later, to get the value, this function is called getValue, which in this case returns pressed. Now, once the editing is finished, the pop-up calls this function with an array of all those values, which are in the same order as they were here, so the object can use them and set all its values to the new ones. The end result looks like this. A checkbox that is unchecked because it has no bulb, a checkbox which is checked because it has a battery, and the range is set on 12. The great thing about this system is its flexibility. For example, if I type here color, call it light color, of course as a string, and then say the default is color.yellow. Now, if I try this again, it says error because color doesn't exist yet. But if it did, I would have had a color picker in here. The error also always returns the value he is given, so I could technically say here the light color is equal to values 3. The only thing I'd have to do then is go in this settings dialog and make a color in here. Of course, with the corresponding scene and script, but that would work just like that. That's about it for today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Bye guys!